Hello and welcome back to BannerKings, and we're about to take this castle. Now, I have attempted to try to catch one of these vassals nearby because they indeed have the ability to maybe sell us a couple of fiefs, because I have now given us 300 trade and gotten us everything has a price. And this is basically just for science. This is just for a test, just to see how impactful everything has a price is going to be, especially considering we have 7 million gold. We have a lot of money right now, and I'm actually very intrigued to see how effective it is actually going to be when we inevitably get into a conversation. Unfortunately, while I was besieging this, there is a peace agreement currently going on. The peace agreement is obviously going to be a bit, maybe a little bit problematic for our future plans. But maybe it's not going to be that bad, because if they do make peace, we can then basically just go straight on in. I'm not building any siege engines once again. I'm basically just going to try and rely on firebombs to clear the way. And then we'll hopefully get a really good resolution to this. Hopefully I'll be able to achieve victory. Now, funnily enough, someone made the suggestion that it might indeed be the bear pelt that is causing me to die really, really fast. And actually, you know what? I am actually thinking that now. I'm actually thinking that that might be the case, because there is nothing else that I have differently, right? I haven't changed anything else. So it's kind of strange. Okay, let's just see what I can do here. Nice, nice, nice. Let's try and do some damage to those guys. Do some more damage. Get these guys out of the way. Thank you. And let's try and kill these. There we are. Okay. And we've got a bunch of archers. This is basically this is the same layout as the previous castle. Can you believe it? The Saddlery having no imagination right here. Oh, they basically just went like, yes, copy paste. I'm just going to copy paste that. Oh, yes. That sounds like a great plan, doesn't it? Yep. Especially considering we now have to fight these guys along the walls once again, and I really should get a faster weapon for something like this. This really would make a huge difference. Come on now, let's just kill those guys. They're being annoying. Get them out of there. It's going to be really, really difficult actually for my forces to even do anything, because there are a lot of invisible walls, and so as a result they're going to have issues even getting onto the rooftops. So me clearing out those is going to be a massive benefit. I'm actually going to be using my firebombs here, even if I have to kill some of my own people. That is just how things are going to have to be, unfortunately. Sorry fellows. Sorry fellows. And there we go. Okay, not too bad, not too bad. Maybe, you know what, maybe it's not even actually good for me to actually do that. You know, all things considered, maybe it's actually better for me to just let them do whatever. Why am I not hitting this guy? Is he just blocking me every single time? How is that even working? Surely I would be hitting something. Okay, well, doesn't really matter, I suppose. I kind of want to jump over here, but unfortunately there is a fence. And as we know, fences are literally the most powerful, especially the wooden ones. They're the most powerful defense that humanity has ever known. You know, these wooden stick fences especially. There is nothing I could do to get by those. I would have to, you know, lug an Abrams tank up here, or something along those lines. I'd probably have to get something like that to take down that stick fence. I'm obviously joking, because no offense, but I would literally be able to just vault over this thing. I could literally just jump over it, but yeah, of course, no, that isn't a thing. And it's not destructible either, which is kind of annoying. I feel like all of these kinds of flimsy defenses and obstacles should be destructible in some way, similar to the way that the gate is, you know, because if the gate is designed to be, you know, opened, destroyed, attacked in some way, then surely it makes sense for a fence like this to also be that way. But I know the reason why this is here. Okay, I know the reason why this is here. It's to hide the fact that there's an invisible wall. That's the reason. That's the entire reason. Oh, they didn't even bother to put one here. Okay. Yeah, okay. But there's an invisible wall here. Oh my. Okay, never mind. I'm not gonna complain, okay? I'm not gonna complain for more than a minute about this, and then I'm done. I'm actually done now. Anyway, yeah, we're basically gonna be done here very, very soon, actually, because look at that, 300 kills already. I actually wish I could. Yes. Okay. Why can I not jump? Why can I not jump down here, or at the very least take a shortcut? It is perplexing. Yeah, it is very, very perplexing. I don't know why. I don't know why. Anyway. We are going to be victorious. It is just a matter of time. Ah, hello. Hello. There's a lot of people here. There we go. Nice. Fire bombs. Fire bombs to the rescue. We need them. Thank you very much. Okay, there we are. That is probably the most satisfying thing that we can probably use in this game. Because it just gives you that feeling of, yes, I actually contributed to this battle to a pretty amazing degree. And I really appreciate that, actually. Obviously, they are pretty strong. I'm not going to be one to dispute that. They are a very, very strong weapon. But as we have demonstrated in previous episodes, very clearly, you know, I was trying to be very fair and very clear about, you know, how many firebombs it would actually take for us to conquer a castle, and all it does is reduce our casualties, even though we are still taking significant amounts. You know, you only need like 4 or 5 firebombs to, you know, take a castle, which is actually pretty impressive. I need to get a faster weapon, in my opinion, because right now I feel like while this polearm is actually really, really fun to use, it is definitely not something that I would want to use in a close quarter situation. So I'm just going to tell everyone to speed things along, and we're going to have them, we're just going to watch them from here, and they're just going to do some really funny things. And I can only hope that they're going to be... Oh no. Is there something bad happening right now? Are they stuck? There's 12 people remaining. Can they not see them, or... Oh, now do I have a knack for breaking this game, or I'm actually not entirely sure, because as you can see, I am now stuck. Okay, there we go, never mind. I was stuck on the geometry. You see there's like a weird thing going on with the textures there, but yeah, well, whatever the case, there we go. I guess that's the reason why there's a bunch of invisible walls everywhere, to stop people like me getting stuck in places like that, even though I feel like you should be able to just step anywhere you want, but you know. Anyway, yeah, I have a feeling that I'm probably going to have to retreat from this and actually just send my forces in automatically, because as you can quite clearly tell, nothing is going to happen. Yep. Gonna have to do that. Really, really sad, actually, that this tends to happen so often. Really, really strange. Anyway, there we go. We were able to do it. We can take prisoners, but I already have an insane amount of prisoners, as you can quite clearly tell. And I'm actually going to get rid of a couple because I don't want to lose any of these lords and things, even though we are actually going to be making peace in a very short amount of time. So it doesn't really make any difference. Aha, okay, I literally just had a massive, massive amount of goods added to my party here as well. All right, so while this autosaves, we're just going to talk about the next thing that is on the agenda, and that is that this particular faction that we've just captured this castle from, they want to make peace with us. Yes. They actually want to make peace with us, which I guess is pretty understandable. It is very, very understandable, and this actually does provide me with the opportunity to speak to them and say, hello there, would you like to sell me some of your real estate? And that's probably what's going to happen. That is probably what is going to happen, and they'll probably say, no thank you, and then turn around and walk out. That is most likely what they will end up doing, because that's generally what tends to happen with everything has a price. I have never had good results with it after they changed it so dramatically. So I'm very intrigued. Let's just say that. I'm very intrigued to see what will happen. We're going to get 420 tribute daily. All right, not too bad. I feel like we're going to blaze through that pretty fast, aren't we? Anyway, that guy's going to move way too fast. I'm not going to be able to speak to him, so I'm just going to make my way over here because I am indeed over encumbered a dramatic amount. Because obviously I've just besieged 2 castles and they have a significant amount of goods and armor and all kinds of crazy stuff. Thankfully, this particular town has a lot of... yeah, it's got a lot of money. Yeah, it's got a lot of money, so I'm just going to sell a huge amount of hogs here and sheep. And what else do we have available? A lot of grain I can sell as well. And that's pretty much it. Okay, and what about the saddles? Loads of saddles. Okay, yeah, let's sell all of these. There's a lot of those. That is going to be very, very heavy, as you might expect. Let's just keep a couple just in case. Now this is going to be quite interesting. I actually wonder if they're even going to have enough money to be able to deal with all the armor. They do not. Yes. Okay, I'm going to have to reset. That's one of those things as well that I find absolutely irritating about the whole, you know, reset system in the marketplace. I personally feel like you should have an undo last step thing, so that then you'd be able to just undo the big purchase of armor there, because obviously now I need to resell the sheep and the hogs and all that stuff, but... you know, alas, that is probably not what we're going to ever see, but, you know, I felt like that would be a really, really nice quality of life improvement. I could, of course, just go out of the marketplace and just do it the old-fashioned way, where we just confirm what we've already done, but I feel like I shouldn't have to do that, you know what I mean? Anyway, let's just sell all of this. I'm gonna actually do this instead. There we go. Massive money coming our way, sir. Very nice. Look at this. Absolutely insane. There we go. 1.5 million. 1.5 million. Wow. We just literally cleared them out. That was really, really fast. I didn't even click on the town, but it made me go in there anyway. That is a very classic problem. All right, so Turiodos, we are going to be speaking to him immediately. Hello there, sir. I would like to speak to you and say, yeah, let's trade for your fief here. How much money do you want for it? He wants more than 8.6 million. Yeah. Yeah. He wants more than 8.6 million. And I thought we had a lot of money, but we don't. And this is exactly actually the reason why I was talking about how everything has a price is so incredibly, well, nerfed. It's just gotten nerfed so dramatically from the way it used to be. And it's really sad, actually, because it used to be such a fun perk and something that would fundamentally change how you would play. And it was such a great reward for spending so much time in getting and leveling trade skill. But the way it is right now, look at it. Look at what's happened. I literally can't even spend 8.6 million. And look at that. It doesn't even go half to get this random town. Look at that. That's crazy. Anyway, what about if I give him all of my items? What do you think's going to happen then? Do you think he's... No, look at that. I can give him every single one of my items in my inventory, which we know is a huge amount of cash, right? It's a huge amount of cash. And what about if I give him my money too? As you can quite clearly tell, that is not going to do anything. Even then, that does not do anything. So what about if I reset this? And we trade him... Wow, look at that. He doesn't even want one of my towns. What about 2 of my towns? He doesn't even want 2 of my towns. Okay. I'm very surprised. You know what I'm going to do? I feel like actually besieging his town now. You know what I mean? I feel like besieging his town super hard because this guy has just annoyed me quite a bit. Anyway, let me actually... I'm just going to go over to his town and I'm actually going to see what's going on here. I don't even think... Is this... This is his actual town. I actually thought that this was owned by Honoratus, but apparently not. Okay, that's a little bit strange, Okay. Anyway, so we got some voting to do here. Gonna do this one. There we go. So basically what we could do now is we could try to swap a couple of things. So this is something that obviously is a pretty big benefit of having everything has a price. Basically what you can do is you can go and speak to allies, and then you can say to your allies, hey, would you like to swap fiefs? And then you can basically just swap your fief with the other guy's fief, and then, you know, you basically don't have to pay too much to do that, because you're part of the same faction. You usually will have relatively good relations with the same people in your faction. And let's actually try that out. Sanyon is right here. Why am I so slow? Why is my herding so high? Why is my herding so high right now? Is it because I have... Oh! I didn't even realize. I had so many Sumpter horses. Wow, what is this? This is absolutely insane. Okay. There we go. 151,000. That is way too much even still. Yeah. Let's do that, I guess. Yeah, whatever. Okay. Yeah, that wasn't going to give us a huge amount of money anyway, by the way. Okay, so Sanyon is actually going here. And we're going to have to... I'm literally just going to go into Danustica right now just to get rid of some of my stuff. And maybe just to see whether we can make a little bit of extra money. 1.9 million. All right, 1.9 million. Do you think he has enough for all of the armor? Yes, he does. Very nice indeed. Okay, let's see if he has enough for all of the throwing weapons. Not in a million years. No, not in a million years. 1.9 million. So we got 10 million gold. We have 10 million gold now. So Sanyon, hello there, sir. I would like to, let's see. I would like to do something with you here. So Danustica, how much are you willing to pay for that? Ah, okay. He's willing to literally sell me Danustica for 8 million. Which is actually pretty good, in my opinion, isn't it? Let me actually just have a look. The prosperity of this is actually 9.4k, which is really, really pretty good. Its loyalty is decent as well. Okay, yeah, sure. Okay, I think I'm probably going to do that. Why not? That sounds like a great plan. Let's go for it. I could also trade him. Wow, okay, no, he doesn't want Kuyaz and he doesn't want this. So he is very much more willing to deal with us, but that is so strange because the other guy was not willing to deal with us whatsoever, and I only have one relation with this fellow, which is very weird. What about if I want 2 of these? Okay, that's not going to be enough. What about if I... How much does... Ooh, I can get this one for nothing. What is this one? Wait a minute, let me have a look here. I just want to see where this particular town is. If it's a town at all, it might be a castle. I think it's a castle. Yeah, it's a castle. Okay, yeah, that's the reason why it's so much cheaper. Okay, yeah, sure, fine. We'll do it, we could also have him... No, okay, never mind. I was going to say we could also try to persuade him to join us, but no, he's not going to do that. So I am literally just going to be spending 8 million on purchasing this. He already has 9... Is that 9 million? Or is that 900,000? Can't really tell with all the zeros. I'm so incredibly bad at reading large numbers like this. I think this is 9 million. Yeah, that is 9 million. So him having another 8 million is not going to make any difference whatsoever to him. So we are literally going to be doing that. There you go. I'm glad we can make this work, he says. Yes, I'm glad we can make it work too. Now shut up and get out of here. All right. Okay, so let me actually just have a quick look here. Let me see. I want to get a really, really good governor here. Let's get this guy. Boom. He's the gang leader. I always find that hilarious. Yeah, they've got some really, really good improvements already. I'm actually just going to be leaving the improvements as they are. I'm just going to let them do their own thing. And I'm just going to slap a lot of money in here just to make sure that they always have a good construction speed, or at the very least, as fast of a construction speed as they can handle. It feels to me like they're going to take a long time to build this for some reason. Not sure why. But the prosperity is really, really good. Oh, wait, they're missing materials. Oh, they're missing iron ore. Are you serious? I need to put that in the stash, actually. Not in the marketplace. Okay, let me actually just take a quick look. Where's the iron ore? There's some iron ore here. And let's put that in the stash. Okay, that's pretty funny, actually. That is pretty funny. Okay, iron ore. I have 43 of that, so we'll just put that in there. And then we have to deal with the domain management. We need to change the policy. Tax policy, low, thank you. Criminal policy, enslavement, or forgiveness. What does this do? No ransom is paid, and soldiers rejoin the population as serfs in a settlement of their culture. The populace supports this. If they do not share your culture, the opposite applies. Okay, well, they do share my culture, so I guess I'll just leave it as it was. And we're going to get a huge amount of cash for this. We're going to get so much cash. Let's do construction. There we go. And I don't think I really want to do anything else here. I don't think I really need to do anything else here, do I? Let's do demobilization. Militia policy. No, that's fine. Yep. All right. That's great. All right, so let's actually just take a quick look here. So we are now this, as far as I'm aware. We are now this. I don't know what this means. Grant? I can grant this title to someone. Okay, that's actually pretty cool. So that means I might be able to do that. Grant this title away. No, I'm not going to do that. Thank you very much. I can grant the title to anyone if I want to do that. And we can also claim this. Do I want to do that? Sure, I guess. I mean, he doesn't like me that much now, but I guess I might as well. Let's do this one as well. Let's claim all of these. I have no idea whether that's actually going to be any use, but let's try it out. Let's try it out and see what happens. Okay, so did we actually bankrupt this entire town already? I think we did, right? Yeah, we did. Okay. Yeah, so I don't need to do anything here. Yeah, so now we should probably have a look and see what's going on at Onira. We're going to get a huge amount of cash for this. Every single day, we are going to be getting 15,000. Maybe a little bit less, because I did lower the taxes. Just bear that in mind. I did lower the taxes. Because I personally prefer to have a, as I said to you before, I personally prefer to have a happy population rather than one that is unhappy, because that's going to obviously provide us with some problems in the future. Okay, so let's actually just take a quick look. I'm going to just sell some of this, sell some of that, not too much of it, but just a little bit. And then we're just going to sell some of these. I might be able to sell all of this, actually. There's 2.6 million here. Yeah. Easily. Let's sell all the weapons. There we go. We're going to gain another 1.1 million. And there we have it. We're not going to be able to afford anything for quite some time, unfortunately. However, this is a pretty big deal. There's a pretty big however here. If I declare war against these guys again, I might be able to capture some additional things, and then we may indeed be able to afford the next fief with Everything Has a Price. But you can see exactly the reason why I personally think that Everything Has a Price is so much less useful, because I had to literally spend 8.6 million. And in the base game, just think about this in base game terms, you are not going to have the ability to pillage these castles that have an insane amount of gear and weapons, armor, you know, food and resources and all that stuff. You're not going to have that ability, because that's a BannerKings thing, right? That's a BannerKings thing in comparison to the base game. And the base game, you're going to have well, there's definitely a few ways of making money, but you're certainly not going to be making, you know, 2 million with selling random stuff at a marketplace. And I'm talking about with 0 mods. You know, if you have 0 mods, you're not going to be able to do that. So that's the reason why I personally think that everything has a price needs to be tweaked in some way or another, because otherwise it's just going to be consistently. It's basically a dead perk at this point in the base game. So it's pretty sad, because I personally think that it is one of the most enjoyable to use when it's actually working appropriately. Anyway, let's go over here and speak to Sarandon. Maybe we'll be able to trade for something with him. Wish to buy one of your workshops? No, not really. Okay, he doesn't have anything. Huh. All right. I thought he would. I actually thought he would have something. I was kind of hoping that he might have a castle or something. That was actually one of the main reasons why I wanted to get Danustica as well, because I kind of thought, hey, look at what we got here. We got a little bit of consolidation going around, and as you can see, we're kind of encroaching on the Southern Empire's territory a little bit. So I'm liking that quite a bit. I think that's pretty fun, and maybe if we can do a little bit more of that, that's why I said maybe I should declare war against them again and actually see what's happening. That might be pretty fun too. Anyway, let's just spec into this. Knighting requires 15% less influence. Sure. Let's see. What else do we want to go for here? Thinking charm skill right now. Maybe throwing skill. Throwing skill? Why not? Why not? What else? What else should we go for, you know? There's a lot of different things that she's lacking here, unfortunately. Maybe I should just redistribute her focus points or something like that. I'm not entirely sure. Okay, so we do actually have the Northern Empire fighting the Southern Empire. I actually think we could take advantage of this, but we obviously made peace for a reason. Not entirely sure why, but I guess my forces were downtrodden a little bit. I mean, you can see here right now, we are 15,000 in total strength, and the enemy and the Northern Empire has 12,000, and then the Southern Empire, if I can find them, is 9,000. So in actuality, we literally are destroying them. We were destroying them so hard right here, and it would have been absolutely amazing if we could have continued the war against them. So maybe that means that I should be the warmonger here. Maybe I should be the warmonger. I don't know. Maybe that would be a pretty cool idea. Anyway, someone actually asked me whether I inherited all the other stuff, like the court position and things like that. And, well, as you saw in a previous episode, I did have to make myself the Magister Domesticus, so that's what she is. You can also decide if you want to be another legatus and so on and so forth. You could have done that. And, well, it doesn't really matter. You can basically just do whatever you want, as long as you have the right competency. And as you can see, her competence for this particular role is 97% basically, which is actually really insane. It's probably the best that any of these people have, which is kind of crazy. Not sure how that even happened, but yeah, as you can quite clearly tell, she's doing absolutely fantastically there. Apart from that, we do have policies, obviously. There's nothing else for us to really do. We have a bunch of... wait a minute. We're part of this, are we? Yeah, we're part of the oligarchy. I'm not entirely sure if I like that. Oh, this doesn't work. This menu doesn't work right here. I can't click that if I wanted to. Yeah, well, it doesn't really matter. You can actually create a group as well. So you can see here, there is currently nothing active here. At any time, non-ruling clan members may start a radical group according to their interests, political leverage, relationships, and support of the ruler. So as you can see, the creation chance is currently 0%. Now, I gotta say, why is it 0%? Nadea herself is making it -2%. I'm not entirely sure why that is. That's very weird to me, because I personally feel like if I'm the If I'm controlling her, surely it makes sense for her to be in favor of this, but maybe there is some deficit or some kind of penalty that she's having to deal with right now that is causing her to not be able to do that. Anyway, that's probably going to be it for this episode. I thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.